What's going on, world? Keymo Homefriends back at it. Speaking on a particular topic. I don't really get into these type of topics, but this one I'm gonna have to get into it. So bear with me, guys. A particular person I'm very fond of. I've been knowing over a decade. Reached out to me and we were texting back and forth. Actually, she invited me to this church a while back, and I went. The church was pretty cool. I didn't really, dive deep into it, but I went for like a month and a half, and I sat in the back and I just listened like I usually do. But the very first time I went there, I was kind of like, I don't know, because like I said, the preacher by the name of EJ, I think Newton, I think that's his name, he was speaking to the congregation about a particular person that had found a job. I think he went a full year without finding a job, but basically they prayed for him, and within a week, things miraculously happened. He found a job. So basically, they were saying because of prayer, that was the reason he found a job. But what happened is, the reason that I kind of fell back from the situation is because I was listening, and his wife, I think, quote unquote, wife was on stage at the time, and she was saying she saw a vision of him getting that job. So while she was talking, she was rambling, and what I didn't like is he took the microphone away from her. He gave her this awkward look that I did not appreciate, because to me, if that's your wife, you don't show her up like that in the front of people. And like I said, that particular situation, I kind of I just eased away from it, and I just, continued to listen to what he had to say. And that was my first intermission of being there. So that was that. But the person I'm talking about is, they go to that church, they put they all into the church, they give money to the church, they help out with the church. That person is a very, very good individual. You know what I'm saying? Very good person. When she put herself in a particular dynamic to where she's helping someone, she's going to help you at all costs. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind. So the information I'm getting is very reliable. So that's why I'm doing this. Okay, she told me she stopped going to the church. Actually, she texted me and she told me not to go to the church anymore. And I was like, okay, what's going on? She said she found out that the pastor was messing around with younger women in the church. So younger being under the age of 17, just turned 18. So he is messing with young ladies in the church. And this guy's supposed to be married. So that in itself kind of confused me, because now I wanted to ask more questions. What's going on? Because this person isn't going to say that unless it's true. She is not going to say that unless it's true. You know what I'm saying? So what happened again, like I said, we have to expose people that's doing wrong when it comes to, it can be pastors, prophets, people in the Vatican. If you claim to be a child of God, and you claim this is what he wants you to do, that's not something you should be doing, period. You know what I'm saying? You're there to help people, and that's how I feel about it. So she actually left the church, and it's a lot of things coming out. They have Instagram page called Surviving Great Grace of Miami now. It's over 800 people that's following that Instagram that's dealt with some type of negative vibe with the church, or something has happened to where they don't go there anymore. But you do have a lot of people that still go to the church, blind followers. Of course, they're going to believe what he's saying. You have a lawsuit that it was put forward by an individual towards him because of what he did. And other things that I'm going to mention, he doesn't pay his musicians. He doesn't treat people in the church well. And a lot of people are starting to notice this. This guy is 33 years old, very, very young. And I don't want to say because he's young, he's making a lot of mistakes. But what he's doing is not right by the community. You know what I'm saying? But the way it's being explained is this guy's a very, very bad individual. It's a story that's going around that it was a young lady that was in need of help. I don't know what happened in her life, but she was in a bad place. He goes to this individual's home, consoles her, and this lady only has $7,000 left in her bank account, guys. And this individual asked for the entire $7,000. So she gave the entire $7,000 to the prophet, this guy that says he's a prophet, because he said, the Lord will bless you if you give me this money. So this lady ended up getting evicted from her home, and the same person she gave $7,000 to did not do anything to help her when she got evicted. That's why me personally, even if I'm dating someone or if I would get married to someone that's in the church, that's why you have to separate the church and your home. Because sometimes individuals can use you for money and then you destroy your home for the church when the church is not going to help you in return. That's why a lot of people are adamant about not going to church. A lot of people are uncomfortable about going to church because when you have situations like this happen, it kind of pushes people away. That's why I tend to stay, like I say, I believe in God, but it's just sometimes I don't believe in church because it's a million different religions. Everyone has different, ideologies, you know what I'm saying? And everyone thinks different. So I kind of just stay back. I pray and I stay in my own place, you know what I'm saying? But this guy, EJ, guys, I think it's going to get bad for him because the more allegations comes out on this guy that he's messing with young ladies in the church. And a lot of people in this church probably already know he's doing that. And then I thought he was married, you know what I'm saying? Because that's what was said when I was there. But they exposed that situation that is a Instagram post online that he is not even married to this lady. So it's a sham wedding or if it's a sham marriage. Is it for just profit? You know what I'm saying? But this particular person that I'm talking about, they have no need to lie. They're not going to lie about this situation. And I know it hurt them for this to happen because when they put their soul and love into something and to find out it's a sham, it's going to affect you. You know what I'm saying? But this individual is a very strong individual. You know, she's going to get by this. But I just wanted to speak on this because information is still coming out. But I had to say something about this Great Grace Miami Church, this pastor, Phophert EJ, he is not a good person. He is using women at the church for sex. He is taking money from individuals. He is not paying his musicians. So if you dealt with this, comment in the comments and say what you dealt with, because we need to expose this person. We do, because you can believe in what you want to believe in, but when the whole ship sinks, then it's going to be too late and everyone's going to be wondering why. No one said anything. Why didn't anyone speak up? I actually went to the church. I know people that went to the church. I know someone else was she was a part of the church, and I don't do this because I'm not doing this because I really wanted to do this. I'm doing this because this needs to be exposed. You know what I'm saying? But Great Grace Miami, EJ the pastor is not who you guys think he is. He is not.